His career spans 4 decades, all filled with gut-busting, face-melting riffs. He's a guitarist and original member of one of the greatest rock bands ever, if not the greatest, Kiss. You might know him as Spaceman. He just released his 5th solo album, the first in 20 years. It's called Anomaly, and I don't even know what that word means. But I know one thing, the music rocks harder than something that rocks really hard, and that's hard. We're delighted to have with us Ace Frehley. He knows guitar licks like I know facial tics. Great having you on the show. By the way, I'm looking at this. You have the #1 Amazon hard rock album, the #1 iTunes hard rock, the #2 indie album chart, the #8 rock on the rock albums chart, #15 on internet, number 27 in the Billboard Top 200, which is amazing. And most important, when you buy this CD, this is what the container turns into, a pyramid. You can't get this from iTunes. Look at this. If this doesn't get you chicks at bars, then you're a loser.
Great, mine's not working. He's giving me a defective one.
So,
wings, though.
where did you come up with this idea?
Well, they got the idea from my ring. And, you know, I had this incredible marketing team, Rocket Science, and they came up with the pyramid design. I did all the graphics.
Wow. It's beautiful. It's really cool. This is going on my coffee table. I really don't have a coffee table. I live hand to mouth.
What is this?
We borrowed this from Applebee's, and we have to get it back to them by 11 o'clock.
You gotta attach this.
I know. You know what happens? I have to warn every guest before they come in here that they don't lean because they'll go have a lawsuit.
This is from the IKEA Coke table line.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I gave that up.
That's okay. You're on the you're on the ballot for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Kiss is. Congratulations.
Thank you. That just happened.
Yeah. Now there's 12 on the ballot, but only 5 can get in. So I think that gives you a 40% chance of getting in. I don't know. I can't do 45%. But there's Genesis. You got to beat Genesis.
Well, they're a good band.
They are a good band. Well, before Phil Collins. Well, during the Peter Gabriel era.
Yeah.
The Stooges are good. LL Cool J, come on.
Oh, he's a shoo-in.
Yeah, he is a shoo-in? Oh. Why, because of his acting chops? Yeah. I got to ask, so what can people expect from your new album?
A lot.
Yeah.
You know, besides the amazing packaging, you know, it's 12 songs. I've been working on this album for actually 20 years in the making. We started recording in 2007, but, you know, I pretty much modeled it after my 78 solo album. And
there you go.
I took it one step further, actually, you know.
Well, you've been playing guitar for how long? For 30, 40 years?
I started when I was 13, and I'm 50-something, and...
Is there a point where you just stop getting good at playing guitar? Or, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, is it just a peak point? Or do you keep learning new things to play and how to be a better guitarist?
I don't think my guitar playing has leveled off. I think it's actually improved. I know my songwriting and my production chops have improved. So, you know, I think... You know, I'm getting older, I'm getting better, like fine wine.
Yeah, very good. You know, in Kiss, you were the spaceman. Now, if I were in Kiss, what would have been my character? I see myself as a sexy frog.
That would work for you.
Yeah. So it would, it would, wouldn't it?
A sexy frog.
A sexy frog. How did you come up with your persona? Is there a story behind that?
Well, I was always fascinated with sci-fi films and science fiction and just, you know, astronomy, you know, the whole 9 yards, all that stuff. And, you know, it just, you know, I drew from personal experiences and, you know, my love of all that stuff and developed a character. Yeah.
Now, Kiss got many, many, many groupies. Would you have gotten as many groupies if you didn't have makeup?
I don't know. I think, you know, when you're in a popular band, it really doesn't matter what you're wearing or what you're doing. It just goes along with the territory.
Yeah, I guess so. But you know what's awesome about being in a band like Kiss is that you were phenomenally famous, yet you could walk the streets. You got the best of both worlds. You got the adulation, you get the money, but you can go down and get a burger at a deli and no one's going to mess with you.
I mean, people say that, but it's really an illusion because, you know, we'd walk into a town, you know, with high-heeled boots on, you know, rock and roll clothes. People said, these guys are somebody, and, you know, within 5 minutes, they put 2 and 2 together.
You told them you were in Stryper. That's what you told them. And then you just went out and openly urinated on like, the produce.
Not quite.
No. I actually builded that earlier. I was in Stryper. You know, some of the Kiss songs are being featured in Guitar Hero. Do you find that exciting, or is it lame?
It's really exciting.
Yeah.
And, you know, Guitar Hero is a great avenue, you know, to get your songs out there.
Well, I want to ask you this, because I ask musicians this. A lot of these kids are now playing guitars via Guitar Hero, but they're playing it by pushing buttons. Do you think there will be a time where they make guitars so that that's the way they are played, because they're playing them just like the band, but they're not learning how to play it?
Well, I think, if a kid picks up a Guitar Hero product and gets involved in music, eventually he'll take that next step.
Yeah.
And, pick up a Les Paul.
Yeah.
Or what have you.
Yeah. Excellent.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I tell you, the CD is phenomenal. I have to say I have it, and I didn't know what to expect. I'm a big Ace fan.
Yeah.
I love it. I had to say something during this interview.
No,
I love the CD. For real, I love it.
No, that's why we kept him here. Usually we kick him out and have you sit there and have the girl that sit here. But
name's Sandra.
Sandra.
Lord, Greg. What is wrong with you?
But I knew that Jim was such a big fan, and
Well, I just did his radio show a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he surprised me on my birthday. It was a great gift.
That's awesome.
They were afraid I would just creep you out in the dressing room and stare at you. Hi, Ace. Make you uncomfortable. And that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to do that after this segment as well. All right, we got to move on. Ace Frehley, thank you so much. The CD's Anomaly. You can get it anywhere, but if you got to buy it so you can get this, because this is exciting. It's going on my mantelpiece.
Can you help me make mine?
Yes, I will.
Right.
It's going next to that skull we found in my backyard. All right, coming up, why are these men on fire?